me, I have our guest for today, Mr. Favor Alexander. Welcome to the show, sir, and thank you for your time today.
Thank you very much. Nice being here.
So I'm just going to let him tell us a bit more about what he does. So, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much. My name is Favor Alexander, and I'm a professional psychologist. Looking at what we do, we offer help for male victims of domestic abuse. So we run a program that reach across the nation, even beyond. So basically, that is what we do.
Okay. So, how many charities do you have? Because you said across the nation. Whereabouts can we find you?
Right. In Leeds, that's where we are basically. But from Leeds, we have not been able to expand to places like Dewsbury, Bradford, Halifax, and then we've got in Wakefield as well. And then apart from that, we've really moved across the UK. We've been into Germany, where we are having a program already, and then to Africa, Nigeria, and then in Ghana. That's it.
Can you just tell us about what is domestic violence?
Right.
Because people interpret it as different things.
Yeah. Domestic violence or abuse is any behavior within the family that changes who you are. That makes you to do things that you are not in agreement with. So if your partner, for instance, your husband or whatever, makes you to live a life that is not you, it's an abuse. And if it makes you do things that you are not supposed to do, it's an abuse.
Or that you don't like to do.
So what sort of things constitute this? Like, could it be like, oh, don't wear those shoes or something?
Right. Yeah. You've got financial abuse. You've got coercive behavior. You've got mental abuse. You've got psychological abuse. You've got domestic, physical abuse.
Do you have sexual abuse as well?
Yeah, sexual abuse. Abuse is a very big thing. It's not one-sided thing around it. Yeah. So it's all different approaches to domestic violence.
So let me ask. So why men? Why male victims? Because when you think of a man, you think of him as strong. And when I think of domestic abuse, I think of a woman being abused. That is the natural line of thinking. Yes. And I'm sure I'm not speaking for myself alone. So why men? Right.
Very good question you've just asked there. Here in the UK, for instance, the societal belief system, the mainstream approach is that men don't go through domestic violence. That is what people believe, and thank goodness you've proven that today by saying that. Yeah, that people see that, oh, domestic violence is all for women,
so
women.
Who are the less stronger.
Yeah, and that is one major issues that we dealt with and we're still dealing with. Whenever issues of domestic violence is being mentioned, the police come in, the local authority come in, and then guess what? It's just the man that they will just pick up from the property and send away. But sometimes, I mean, sorry for my language, but it's like the authority don't want to look down to find out exactly who is the perpetrator and who is the victim.
So they just assume that
it's always the man. That's always the perpetrator. But I tell you, there are so many women out there. With due respect to all the female watchers and listeners, I'm not being.
No, we understand.
I'm not trying to run you down, but I mean, I'm talking from a man's point of view, from a professional viewpoint.
I think. Sorry, Vanessa.
Okay, that's fine.
For me, I want to know, because I've been through domestic violence, and I know it's not a place anyone wants to be. And so for our viewers out there, what are the traits men can watch out for, in their partner or girlfriend or wife, before you get married,
and vice versa.
That shows that
because this person has a tendency to
because sometimes the signs are glaring, but just that people don't accept it or we don't know about it, or ignore it. So what are the signs that you would look at and know this person is a potential abuser?
I think the local authority have brought up a program that couples or people should look into to like read or know about your partner's previous records and potential.
I've heard about that. If you have a guy, for example, that is asking you out, you can actually go and check to see if he's had a history of domestic violence.
Yeah, exactly.
Do they do that for women as well, or just men?
Yeah, I think it's for everybody.
Okay. But then can I just say something? Yeah. You can read. What if it just happens out of nowhere and the person's never done it before? That happened to me. I was with someone and then they never ever Well, as far as I know anyway, because I didn't go and read up on them for anything, but they never like showed any signs or been aggressive, even in arguments and things like that. And all of a sudden, one night outside, twice in public, I even fell down on the floor in mud on my own birthday. So, well, how was I supposed to know when I didn't see no signs? It was always loving. You know, like some people, you just know this person's always angry. You know, but he wasn't.
Sometimes it's not just anger. Sometimes it's just crying. Oh, you did this. You left me in the house, and there's some signs to it.
You see, let me tell you something. Don't be judgmental. But what you know you can't take in your relationship, don't pretend to start taking it when the relationship starts.
But what about what are the signs you look out for?
Yeah, anything that you don't want in that relationship. Bearing in mind that relationship has to do with two people, two people kind of. So you must find the middle way. You are not perfect, neither is she perfect. So you find a middle way to accept each other for who they are. And then if there are things that you know you can really not accept, that is why you have people like the psychotherapists.
What about compromise? Sorry, but what about compromise? Because there are things that that may happen in a relationship that either person doesn't really want, but they just want to compromise. It may not be major stuff, you know, they may not like it, but because my partner likes it, I just do it even if I don't like it. Well, is that abuse?
Well, if you're doing it, I mean, you are not being forced to do it. You willingly did it because you feel you love your partner, and then therefore want to do it. It's not an abuse. I mean, from my own viewpoint, I don't think it's an abuse.
But then even when, for example, hold on, sorry, Stephanie. But even sometimes when someone does do something to you, and because you care so much about them, and they say, "Oh no, I didn't mean to. You made me angry. You know, I was just really upset. I'll never do it again." Should you actually really believe that, or should you just see it as, let me just run away because this can happen again?
Very good question you just said. I know to all viewers, if I may comment on this underlined, that is what she just said is called a cycle of abuse. Guys or women who abuse their partners, they know how to tell you, I'm so sorry, I never meant to do this, you made me to do it. Bless you, if you accept them, you are still going to experience it when tomorrow comes. So when they start, you should think twice and don't take it.
There's a research I did. Sorry, let me just go. Research I did it, and it shows that for women, I don't know, I haven't checked about men. Women actually, they go through leaving the partner like 7 times before they finally decide enough is enough. So they do the same thing. Maybe the man hits you or the woman hits you. You leave. They beg, you come back. Actually, the statistics said it actually happens 7 times for a woman to not realize, okay. I think probably the same for men.
Have you yourself been abused?
All right. That's another good fundamental question. Right. I've been in the same situation where I saw domestic violence, relationship violence. I was seriously abused. I went through it, and yeah, my t-shirts are beautiful, right? But when I take them off, the kind of marks and stabs you see, you won't love them. You know, so I went through all this. You know, but considering the fact that my kids then were very, very little, so I couldn't leave the relationship. I was being abused. I couldn't say anything, you know, that I went through. So, and all through that period of about 5 to 6 years interval, I've been searching online on Google, searching for help and all that to see if I could get any support. But all I could see was support for women, support for women. I mean, there was a day, one of the days that she broke my head and I was seriously bleeding and all that. So I had to ring up this number I saw on the on Google, you know. And then the person I spoke with was really mad at me. He says, look, you've got issues with yourself. You go and deal with your anger. It's not your wife. Your wife cannot be that angry. So I mean, I was bleeding. I was telling this gentleman, look, man, I'm bleeding. Can you just help me? What can I do? I can't continue taking this. But he got so mad and hung the phone on me. Because of that wrong impression that the society, the mainstream belief system present to us, that men are the macho, they should man up, they should big up, they should be the big guy. You know, so most of these women, sorry again to say, not all women, but most of them that do all this abusive thing, they take that as an advantage because they know that if you speak, nobody will believe you. So I mean, we've got clients who come up and say, look, my partners have said it that, oh, if I say it out, that nobody's going to believe me, yet she continues doing all that. And then this gentleman will continue to suffer in silence.
So, what wasn't there ever a point where you felt you should fight back? Did you feel like you would spoil too much if you fought back, being that you had searched for help and you didn't find help? It's sort of like you went through years of this, abuse, and you endured it. Why did you have to endure it?
Right. In the society that we live in today, when you talk about this issue of domestic violence, it takes so much for anyone to believe what you're going to say. You as the man, you got to prove beyond reasonable doubt. It's just recently we just started a documentary evidence where you could just keep record of what she's been doing to you. But then in the past, I mean, who are you going to tell? Even till date, who are you going to tell? Who will believe? Who will believe you that this kind of woman is doing all this to you? So even when you go to the family court for the child care arrangement order and all that thing.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say that, because I know if a couple break up, normally they automatically give rights to the mother, and they give the man.
Which is normal here.
The man. So how do you?
So it takes the grace of God for this man to be able to prove beyond reasonable doubt that he wasn't the abusive partner. Until you're able to prove that, take it from me.
So how
no
did you
family
get
court.
out?
Good. I always let people know the approach I use to dealing with my situation when I was there is what I always tell people. If it works for you, great. If it doesn't work, good. So what I did was I had to be there because one, where shall I run to? My friends, they were all laughing at me. Serious. None of them accepted what I was saying. How would you say that? You know,
can you not control her as a woman?
You know what I mean? You know that mentality. You know, so but something I've never done. I mean, I've never done because I never saw me did that to my mom or my brothers. Is to hit my wife. I would never hit a woman.
That's so commendable.
So I never did that to her. So perhaps she took it up as an advantage to continue doing all this to me. You know, sometimes she sends me away from the family home. I go sleep in the park. You know, a couple of times I've done that. I know that some of these men who are going through this, I want to tell you something. Do not feel belittled. Do not feel that your ego is being messed about with. Do not feel that people will laugh at you. Seek help. Seek help. Because if you don't seek help, you're going to lose it. You're going to lose it. Who lose of our men? Have a lot of them are schizophrenic now. A whole lot of them are suffering for mental health issues just because of what they're going through.
Link between that and mental health. So how did that go from leaving an abusive relationship to setting up a charity?
Right, because it's a personal experience I went through. So I think I know a whole lot of things about it. And then, but it was very, very difficult in this country to set up such a charity. Because they feel that men don't suffer domestic abuse. People find it so difficult to support what we're doing. In fact, thanks goodness, and I'm still proud of them, the big Lotto funding. Those guys are brilliant. Those guys are wonderful. They've offered us the first grant we got. They offered us the second one we got. But then the society, they find it so difficult to give out a dime to support a dying man. So many men are dying out there. We get cases where men take their own lives. So if people are interested in what we are doing, they should give out help. We got volunteers working for us from more universities. They come to learn and help us to work. These men, they need payment. We give them something. How can we help?
So how can people watching support your charity? What can we do?
They will see the website is there. There is an online donation. Whatever you can donate is good for us. Nothing is too big, neither is too small. Right. So I think with your support, we could do more. We could do more.
So, Mr. Favor, as you've been here today, is there anything that you would like to let our viewers know? Any man at home watching, any last words, any support, any way that, they can get help?
Yeah, for you men out there watching, right? please, if you feel you've gone through this whole thing of abusive relationship, please seek help. Visit the website. Talk to us. We are not judgmental. Because why I tell you this, if you lose your life, she moves on. She will meet another guy much better than you. So you seek help while you still can. Visit our website and then we can talk to you.
Wow.
That's it.
Okay, guys, it's been so interesting, Mr. Favor, having you here on the show today. It's been so educative. We've learned a lot from you, and we're happy that, you know, we've expanded our knowledge, because normally we always knew about women being abused. So thank you very much for your time today.
Thank you.
Any men out there suffering from domestic violence and silence, don't keep quiet. Scream no. Take action today. If you look on the screen, you'll find out more information about Mr. Favor Alexander's charity. And I hope that you've learned a lot and you're inspired to leave that abusive relationship today. Thank you, sir, for coming on the show. It's been a pleasure. We're just going to